Hello, beautiful people. So we are going to do a pick-a pile. What is it that Source wants you to know right now? What does Source want you to know right now? So we're going to pick from 3 piles. The first pile is going to be this little guy. The second pile is this guy. He's pretty cool. And the third and final pile is going to be this sphere. And I think it's glass. I don't actually think it's a stone, so you know. Go ahead and take your time, come back, pick the pile 1, 2, and 3. Pause this video if you need to, and let's pick your pile. Okay, so if you pick this pile, this guy, I think it's calcite, but I'm not sure. This is what the universe wants you to do regarding whatever it is that you're on the fence about. What does Source want you to do about whatever it is that you're on the fence about? That came out. What does Source want you to do? One more card. Okay, gave me 5 in total. Okay, Source wants you to believe that all of your dreams are possible. You have the 4 of Wands here. So Source is saying your dreams are getting leveled up. Do you believe in the leveling up of your life? Source is saying to me, there are too many voices in your head about the shoulds, the coulds, and the shouldn'ts. And Source says, if you are to take those voices away, if you're taking away any of the obstacles in your life, what would your heart choose? What would your heart choose? And that's what you're meant to do, because once you make a decision that you're going to choose your heart, then all of the obstacles will fall away. Source is saying to me, the Knight of Swords is here. The Queen of Pentacles is here. And it says, and the Empress is here. Source says, if you believed that change was instantaneous and that all of the things that are required to make that change are just what needs to fall away in order for you to go up to the next floor of the elevator of your life, then those things will become so unimportant. Source is like, if you were to take the moment of decision and 5 years in the future, this moment in your life is meant to show you that what you were worried about wasn't that important. It was just allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to choose your dreams. So Source is saying you can do it. Your dreams are on the other side of this, what other people are going to think about said decision. You are ready now. You have everything that you need in order to manifest it. So you just have to choose it. And the Knight of Swords is telling me it's as quick as you dropping all of what other people will think. It is that quick. Choose your heart and you can't go wrong. All right, I hope this helped you, pile number 1. If you've picked this guy, isn't he cool? This is going to be your reading on what it is that Source wants you to do regarding the question on your mind. What does Source want you to do regarding the question on your mind, pile number 2? Okay, please answer. What does Source want you to do in regards to the question on your mind? You threw all the cards that were necessary. All right, my dear. So what Source wants you to do in regards to what it is that you are asking Source about is to take action. Like, you're doing too much planning. Source is saying no amount of planning is action. No amount of figuring it out in your mind actually is you walking towards and moving towards what you say that you want. Source is saying you're making excuses regarding not having enough money, but Source is like the money will come once you start taking steps, i.e. committing to what you say that you want. If you are really committed to what you say that you want, you will do small actions each day that will get you closer to your dreams, and the money will come. The opportunity will come, the doors will open. It's just that you're not committed. So for this pile, Source says you must commit to what you say that you want, and then the opportunities will come in spades once you do that. And the letting go of the idea that money creates the opportunity. Money can be made once you commit to the vision, because then there is no other option other than to make the money, to create the money, to make it happen. So Source says you don't need to plan anymore. You need to take an action each day, right now, to make it happen. And how can you do that? How can you do that? All right, pile number 2. I hope that helped you. Pile number 3. This is what Source wants you to do regarding your question. If you pick this, this is your pile. Okay. What does Source want you to do regarding your question? Okay. All right. Pile number 3. Regarding your question, Source wants you to get a very clear idea of what is necessary in order for you to choose this that came out of nowhere. Source wants you to be honest with yourself about what changes are necessary in order for you to go down this road. What kind of compromises are you going to have to make? What kind of decisions are you going to have to make in order to have this work? If you are not romanticizing the other side of what you're actually experiencing, what would the practical life changes be by making this decision? And start cutting away at the idea of romanticizing what it will look like. Be clear with yourself. What is this actually going to look like on a day-to-day basis? Do we have the same life purpose in common? Do we understand the kind of changes that would be required on both of our sides in order for this to work? How about if, God forbid, we didn't have money? What would it look like if we didn't have money? What would it look like if we didn't live here? What would it look like if, what would it look like on a day-to-day level? Source wants you to look at how the practical everyday may feel if you are to move in this direction, because that needs to find balance before you go in that direction, so that you actually circumvent not being on the same page regarding what life looks and feels like on the 24-hour window of every day. Source wants you to take a very deep look at that and take that for a walk, and then see if you want to make that decision. I hope this helped you.